Hello and welcome back to the Linux Planet YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to install Wine on Fedora35. But first, don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. So, you're probably wondering, why Wine on Fedora? Well, why not? Wine is a compatibility layer to turn Windows software into functioning Linux software, and it does that via converting the Windows commands, or the Windows outputs and the Windows requests into something that Linux can understand. So why not install Wine on Fedora? So as I'll put a card in the top right hand corner here, but I've already done a Ubuntu version, so I'm just making my way through. Now this is actually quicker and easier on Fedora, believe it or not. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the first command. Let me just clear this. So we're going to start with a full screen. There we go. And now we are going to just zoom in a quick bit. There we go. Come on, there we go. Right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, I need to install we'll need to add the repository for Fedora35. As simple as this, it's just DNF config manager, add repo, and then here's the link to the repo. I will place a link to my GitHub in the description, which has a repository for all of the Wine installs I have covered. So there's Fedora and Ubuntu and Debian. I have confirmed they are working on all of them, and we're going from there. So Fedora 35 Nick 35 wine hq.repo. I recognized. See, what happened there is I forgot to put in an extra stack. There we go. Now this is asking for sudo permission. This is asking for super user, which it didn't give it. And as we can see, it's added it in. I'm just going to zoom this back out a little bit. There we go. It's now added the repository in. Now the next step we want to do is we want to choose a branch of Wine we want to use for Fedora. Now I'm going to be using the stable branch because stable is always good. So we're going to go with stable branch today. And to get that, it would be DNF. So we'll do sudo DNF install wine hq stable. And there we go. It's going to say, hey, look, can I download all the packages necessary? Like, yeah, that's fine. Just go straight ahead. And when you look at that, it's done. Yes, I'd like you to do all the necessary things you need to do. But first, while we wait, we're just going to have a quick sip of my drink. Today I'm drinking a salted caramel coffee. It's very nice. And now we wait for this to finish. We're going to go get a bit of software. So we're going to go get... Well, what we're going to go get is we're going to go get Epic Games. Yes, we're going to go download Epic Games, the Epic Games installer. And then we're going to install it and run it. I'm probably thinking, Nick, doesn't that need Lutris? And you're quite possibly right. It might need Lutris, but it doesn't because Wine. Wine is amazing and does not need anything else to run it. It just works. It's amazing. So whilst we wait for the host system to respond, don't kill me now, we're just going to download it. It's just as simple as that. And now, if we check over here, there we go. Yep. Please save, give it an OK, and we'll go sit and have a quick check of this. This is just finish off installing. As we can see here, it's installing package 164 of 164. Was running the necessary things it needs to do. And here we are. We now have Wine installed. It is as easy as that. Wine7.0 is installed. Don't you just love it when things just work straight away without any hassle? And you know what we're going to do? We're going to open up the installer in a file. I'm going to close this. And there we go. See, this is going to ask for the mono installer. Well, for mono, for wine. You just say, yep, go ahead, download it, go straight ahead, it doesn't bother me. And it was just as easy as that. No fuss, no mess, no messing around. Wine on Fedora just installs with no issue. I had no issue with testing. The install script worked absolutely fine first time around. It just works. It's amazing, it really is. Now, for the astute among you, you may have noticed that I'm not using VirtualBox. I'm using VMware. I found this runs significantly better than VMware. It just saves me so much. It really just saves me so much hassle. And here we go. It is time to install Epic Games. Now, the benefit of using VMware is it has more networking options and capabilities, which is actually very nice. I can have multiple virtual machines running off the same network interface, and I can set up a multiple networks inside of VMware. So you'll be seeing this a bit more in the future. And now, I believe, give it a second, we should have Epic Games installed. Well, we should do, but there's no guarantee it was going to work. But it is installed, and it gave me an error, which means it's working. The fact it actually opened and gave an error means it's installed, and it's working well enough to say, hey, look, something's not right. So we'll call that a victory. So, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. This has been, well, how to install Fedora on, well, how to install Wine on Fedora, sorry. Now remember, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button so I know you like this sort of content. I'd like to thank my Patreons, Raining, Hazmat, and Ashley for being subscribed over at Patreon. For $1 a month, you get early access to these sorts of videos. And once you're done, once you've been through and watched what you want to watch or done what you want to do, you can just leave. Go ahead, go straight ahead. Just give me enough money to satisfy my caffeine addiction. Anyway, you have been amazing. I have been me. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.